So let's do a burst of confusion here. That's what I got going on here. A burst of confusion. Let's get into it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review. Y'all been asking me to do it for the longest. Review RuPaul's Drag Race. Review RuPaul's Drag Race. And I started off my YouTube channel. It was actually the first show that I actually did review was RuPaul's Drag Race. But then I became very entrenched. I've always been a fan of the show. Always. Like from the beginning of the show, I was a fan. And at a point, I decided I wanted to be on the Drag Race. So I just didn't think it was a good idea for me to review the show because I didn't want to be saying the wrong thing or whatever. But then in true James fashion, I don't give a fuck. I got to a point where I really just don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell the truth about what I thought about it. And it doesn't matter. It is what it is. If it's meant for me to ever make it onto the show one of these times, then I'm going to make it on. And it is what it is. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we go. First of all, congratulations to Ru. Ru has actually been nominated for 2 goddamn Emmys. That is big. That's big, and that is fabulous. Do you understand me? That is fabulous. Only RuPaul. Only RuPaul. Nobody else could have pulled that off. So congratulations to you, Ru. This season, this is All Stars 2. So let's run through who actually made it. Katya made it. Detox, Alyssa Edwards, Fifi O'Hara, Ginger Minge, Roxy Andrews, Coco Montrese, Alaska Thunderfuck, hi, and Tatiana with her beautiful self. So those are the girls that actually were called to come back in. Now, the theme of the girls who are actually called back, and Ru actually did make some reference to it, it was really a lot of reputation repair, is what we'll say. Because, again, you got girls like Fifi. Fifi came across that, we're saying Fifi came across as a real live bitch. She really did. And of course, that's the season that Fifi won. Of course, I was rooting for Sharon Needles because Sharon Needles is from my hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that's not the only reason why I was rooting for Sharon. Sharon is the shit at what she does. Just as you sitting in there again this time, Fifi, with Alaska. Good luck, bitch. Good luck, honey, because that's another one, honey, from my way, honey. Miss Alaska. I don't think Alaska lives here anymore. Not sure. But I don't think Alaska's here anymore. But she was from here, baby. You had a hard time with Sharon. Girl, your hard times have not stopped yet, honey. Trust me, Miss Alaska's going to take you and give you some motherfucking problems, bitch, because that's how they get down. Anyway, so very proud of Alaska and proud of Sharon and all that she's accomplished and all that. Pittsburgh girls. But anyway, okay. So, of course, the grand prize is $100,000. You guys know that. But the thing is, I love this. What made me want to do the review on this because the way Ru has this stuff, Ru's always coming up with something new and different when it comes to the show. Ru's not doing any of the voting off. So he's not going to be the one to vote any of the girls off. They're going to be voting each other off. This season is really all about mind games. Okay? So that's how the breakdown is. It is basically you are fighting through the challenges to win the challenge. If you are the winner of the challenge, then you're the one who chooses what girl goes home. And then on top of that, you win $10,000 for that week. in addition to whoever wins the 100,000 pitch. You, bitch, stop playing. Anyway, so this is exciting. I'm all in, all in, all in. So okay, so the first thing they did, a mini challenge, was the libraries open. See how we starting up the shit already? Like literally 10 minutes into the show, Rue's like, so who should be going home tonight, honey? And everybody's like, what? So she like, too soon? I'm like, girl, you tries it, Miss Rue. But anyway, so okay, so the mini challenge is the libraries open. And you know, of course, you know, they went down the line and they read each other. And they were reading and reading and reading and just it was terrible. It was terrible. But they were reading each other for filth. I'm not going to go through all of the reads, but trust me, they were screen worthy, funny as hell. And we went through all that. The person who actually won was, of course, Alaska, because Alaska literally slayed them. Just went down the line. She just slayed them. She really did. And Roxy was really close running behind her. That Roxy, you know, Roxy could read too. Um, so they did all of that. In that mini challenge, Alaska won a $2,000 shopping spree to LA Iworks as well. I was like, damn, okay. So the main challenge ended up being a talent show, and that's what they were looking for, actual talent, not anybody lip syncing or anything like that. What is your actual talent? Because you know you're not getting on here without an actual talent of some sort, as well as being, you know, a lip sync and dragon, honey. So first we had Adore Delano. Adore sang live naturally. And of course, you know, they came for Adore with her looks and all of that. Because she's, you know, Adore's that whole grunge type of, uh, she's grunge. You know, there's so many different types of drag. Michelle Visage gave her a really hard time, as she always does. Okay, so then we had Alyssa Edwards. Alyssa did a whole stage show and dance, and she started off her whole little skit. It was a skit. She did her skit. The beginning of the skit, she had a puppet that looked like RuPaul, and she went into this whole Broadway type of number and danced, and she performed her ass off. Only Alyssa could do. It was fabulous. Coco Montrese was an epic fail. She just danced. And it was like she was trying to do like this Broadway ballroom type of dance thing. It was a definite flop drop, honey. And it did not pay off. She was wearing chiffon and um, blonde hair and all this. Very Coco Montrese, but eh, it fell flat. It was a flop drop. Um, Next, we had Detox. Detox actually sang live as well, but she did a whole thing with drums on stage, and she had glow paint in the drums, and she's banging the drums, and the paint splattering on her, and it was messy, but the bitch was glowing in the dark. The effect was fierce. It was the effect was fierce, and you know, Detox is just kind of like that rock and roll child anyway, so it was pretty cool. Next, we had Ginger. Ginger gave you old school drag. Old school drag. Her look was old school drag. It was very big hair, big lashes, big cover up type of garment, and just belting out a real torchy tune. Old school drag. It was cool, and it worked. It worked for Ginger. It worked. Next was Katya, and of course, you know, Katya did gymnastics, and it was everything. That bitch, I swear she doesn't have any bones. And her, you know, Katya, she's so pretty when she's dusted. Her makeup, because she's so white. Like her skin is just so white till it's like she looks like a porcelain doll. And that bitch was doing all this gymnastics, and that bitch did not bust a sweat at all. It was everything. Y'all know I was a big fan of Katya. I actually wanted her to win her season. But yeah, I was behind her. Fifi O'Hara sang a cappella, and she hit quite a few sour notes. Yeah, Fifi don't knock me out. Fifi is good at what she does, and she's changed. She's doing like a lot of cosplay stuff now and different things like that. And I guess we're gonna get, you know, she that's her whole goal is to show us, you know, where she's grown and how she's changed. I'm like, okay, we're gonna give her a chance. but that's what she did. I was not all that impressed, but I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I can't sing, so anybody to break out and start to singing live, I have respect for them already. So I gave her the pass. Next was Roxy. Fabulous. See, I remember because I've been around for a long time. I've been doing drag for 23 years. So I've been around. I remember when Roxy was the size of a motherfucking double door refrigerator, when she was a big girl, and the bitch was fierce back then. She was pretty and she was a big bitch back then. But now she's just a thick girl that's built like hell, and she's even more pretty and still talented as hell. She did a burlesque number, and that bitch, she did a reveal with the outfit, and the bitch had a blonde wig and ended up with a black wig. That motherfucker Roxy don't play no games, okay? She slayed the fucking talent show. It was fabulous. Then next we had Alaska. Alaska again, giving the girls problems. Alaska come out singing, and it was comedy, and it was hilarious. She said this whole thing about her being gay, and it was funny as hell. And no, only Alaska, only something Alaska could do. It was fabulous. I loved it. And then we had Tatiana. Tatiana, and I didn't know what Tati was going to do. Tati is a beautiful, beautiful girl. But it was like, again, she made that comment when they said something about her. Somebody had made a comment about her being pretty, and something else about her being, because she's all the way from season 2. And she said in her confessional, honey, they shouldn't be underestimating me. If they had paid attention to my season, you see that didn't turn out very well last time, and no, it did not. No, it did not. So again, we just started right off the bat underestimating Tati. And Tati did a spoken word number, and of course the bitch looked good. The bitch was done and snatched in this short little black, little pixie, little, yeah, bitch. Yeah. Very Raven-esque. But it was, and she looked so good. And then it was a spoken word piece she did all about having the same goddamn genitalia as the trade, honey. And it was everything. Broke it up. So that was really, really good. The top 2 for the main challenge were Roxy and Tati. So they ended up doing their thing. They had to choose who they were going to, both of them had to choose who they would put off of the bottom 3. The bottom 3 was Adore, Coco, and Fifi. And it was so funny because what ended up happening was Roxy wanted to sit down and talk to each of the girls separately. And she did. She spoke to Adore. Adore was literally just beat down emotionally. Like, she's really taking everything to heart, and she's just beat down emotionally about the whole situation of being in the bottom, and being back here and being judged and all of that. It was her emotions were way, way too high. She's not gonna make it long if she don't get that together. Coco was so sure of her spot that it came across very arrogant, and I was like, Coco, see, she comes across arrogant a lot of times. And I don't think that she really is like nasty type arrogant, but it just comes across as arrogance. And the thing is, her and Roxy are friends. So she had it in her mind that she knew Roxy would win the challenge, and Roxy would have to choose, and that Roxy wouldn't choose to send her home. So that's how what her attitude was kind of given to me. So I was like, okay. Fifi was truly scared. Like, she was very humble and very scared. She's scared of going home. She's like, I have so much to show. I need to redeem myself. That whole thing. So it ends up, they go ahead and they do the top 2 had to do, it's not lip sync for your life now, it's lip sync for your legacy. And Roxy and Tatiana did, see, this is going to be a good fucking season. I'm telling you, they did Shake It Off. And the lip sync, it was everything, because both of them were getting the fuck down. They were both getting down. I mean, everybody was on their fucking A game, and they battled it out. Roxy actually ended up winning, and then she sent home Coco. She said, I know I may lose a friend in this. She said, but I can't imagine sending someone home that needs to be here and has so much to show. and because I think it was going to be between Coco and Fifi, and because she told Adore flat out, girl, you belong here. Because Adore was so beat down, she's like, I don't belong here, I don't belong here. So you belong here. So I think it was between them two. But she went ahead and risked the friendship and sent Coco home. And she was a little worked. She said that everything was fine and they were cool, but she was a little worked. So, you know how you go back and you write on the mirror with your little lipstick and all of that and say your goodbyes in the confessional. And then we hear Rue laughing, honey. And Rue tells her, girl, it's not over just yet, honey. You just sit on down, honey, and you just wait because you get the chance to come back and plan your revenge. I said, oh, God damn it, Rue. Now what? Now what? I am enjoying this already. I am so in already with this. That damn Rue, I just love her. She always has something up her sleeve. This is going to be so much fun, guys. I am so here for this. So I will be reviewing this. I will see you guys next week with what's going on with RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 2. I'm loving this. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.